In 1991, a Stanford researcher named John Goodenough made a discovery that should have changed everything. He was 70 years old, most scientists his age were retired, but he'd just cracked the code to lithium-ion batteries that could store twice, maybe 3 times the energy of anything on the market. The automotive industry took notice. Tech giants circled, and then nothing happened. The patent was filed, the technology was proven, and it vanished into what engineers now call the Valley of Death, that mysterious graveyard where revolutionary battery technologies go to die. Today, your phone still dies by dinner. Electric cars still take hours to charge. And somewhere in laboratories across the world, there are batteries that could run your laptop for a week, charge your car in 5 minutes, or power your home for months. They exist. They work. But you'll never buy one. Why? Because there's something about battery technology that nobody wants to talk about. A dark pattern that's repeated itself for over 30 years. Let me take you back further, 1996. A small Canadian company called Moly Energy creates a lithium metal battery so powerful it makes headlines around the world. It's rechargeable, lightweight, and packs 3 times the punch of anything else. Sony wants it. Matsushita wants it. They start shipping them in phones. Then, 3 months later, one explodes in someone's pocket in Japan, then another in Sweden. The company recalls everything at a cost of $20 million and files for bankruptcy within months. The technology? Flawless in the lab, deadly in your pocket. This is the first rule of battery graveyards. What works in controlled environments often becomes dangerous chaos in the real world, but that's only part of the story. Fast forward to 2014. A team at MIT developed something called a liquid metal battery. It uses molten metals that separate naturally by density. Calcium on top, magnesium on the bottom, salt in between. It's elegant. It's cheap. It can store grid-scale energy for pennies. Bill Gates invests millions. They build prototypes the size of shipping containers. Utilities start signing contracts, and then the economics reveal themselves. To keep the metals molten requires constant heat, 600 degrees Celsius. The moment you factor in the energy cost of keeping these batteries hot, the whole advantage evaporates. The company pivots away from the original design. Investors lose interest. Another corpse in the valley. This is the second rule. Efficiency in one dimension often creates catastrophic inefficiency in another. Energy density means nothing if the battery costs more to maintain than it saves. But here's where it gets sinister. In 2007, a company called A123 Systems goes public with nanophosphate battery technology that charges in minutes and lasts for thousands of cycles. Their stock soars to $2 billion. General Motors wants them for the Chevy Volt. The U.S. government backs them with a $250 million grant. Then, in 2012, they file for bankruptcy. What happened? They delivered 50,000 battery packs to Fisker Automotive, another electric car startup, and the packs started failing in the field, not exploding, just dying. The company blamed manufacturing defects. Engineers whispered about something else. Scaling problems. Here's the thing nobody tells you about batteries. Making one perfect cell in a laboratory is hard. Making 1 million identical cells in a factory is borderline impossible. Lithium is reactive, insanely reactive. A single microscopic impurity, 1 nanometer of contamination, and the entire batch becomes unstable. Now multiply that across thousands of cells per battery pack, millions of packs per year. The rejection rate becomes devastating. The costs spiral. If this deep dive into the hidden world of battery failures has shocked you, if you're starting to see why your phone still dies so fast, hit that like button and subscribe, because what comes next is even stranger. By now, you're probably thinking, surely someone solved this. Surely solid-state batteries, the ones Toyota and Samsung keep promising, will break through. After all, they've been 5 years away for the last 15 years. And here's the cruel joke. They already work. QuantumScape has solid-state batteries running in test vehicles right now. They charge in 15 minutes. They last for decades. They're safe, but they cost $30,000 per vehicle, and that's after $1 billion in development funding. This is the third rule, and it's the most brutal. The gap between it works and we can manufacture it profitably is an ocean that drowns 9 out of 10 innovations. Because building a battery isn't like building software, you can't just copy-paste success. Every battery requires rare earth metals mined in politically unstable regions, processed in facilities that cost billions, assembled in clean rooms more sterile than hospital operating theaters, and tested for months before a single unit ships. And then there's the incumbent problem. Every car manufacturer has spent decades optimizing supply chains around current lithium-ion technology. Every factory is tooled for it. Every engineer is trained in it. Every safety regulation is written for it. Switching to a new battery chemistry doesn't just mean buying new technology. It means rebuilding entire industries from scratch. Toyota spent 10 years and billions developing solid-state batteries, and they've now postponed mass production until 2030. Why? Because they realized their entire manufacturing infrastructure would need to be demolished and rebuilt. But wait, there's one more twist. Remember John Goodenough, that 70-year-old researcher from the beginning? He didn't stop. In 2017, at age 94, he announced another breakthrough, a glass battery using sodium instead of lithium. Sodium is everywhere. In seawater, in salt flats. It's cheap, abundant, non-toxic. His battery could charge in minutes and last for centuries. The scientific community was skeptical. Some said it violated the laws of thermodynamics. Others couldn't replicate his results. He filed patents anyway. He gave interviews. And then, at 97, he won the Nobel Prize, not for the glass battery, but for his original lithium-ion work from 1991. Today, John Goodenough is dead. He passed away in 2023 at age 100. His glass battery never made it to production, the patents sit unused, and your phone still dies by dinner. So what's the answer? Why do revolutionary battery technologies keep dying in the valley? It's not one reason, it's all of them at once. It's the brutal physics of energy storage meeting the cold economics of mass manufacturing. It's the invisible hand of incumbent industries protecting trillion-dollar investments. It's the regulatory quicksand that slows innovation to a crawl. It's the fact that batteries are simultaneously chemistry, physics, materials science, and manufacturing engineering, and mastering one means nothing if you fail at the others. But here's the darkest truth. Maybe we don't want better batteries. Not really. Because better batteries would destabilize entire industries overnight. Oil companies would collapse. Power utilities would lose their monopolies. Geopolitical power structures built on fossil fuel control would crumble. And so the innovations keep coming. Dazzling prototypes, breathless press releases, TED Talks promising energy revolutions, and then they quietly disappear into the valley of death, one after another, while we keep charging our phones every night and telling ourselves that surely, this time, the breakthrough is just 5 years away. It always is.